Hello and welcome. You're watching FI. I am Sonal Mehrotra Kapoor. Now, the biggest story of the day really is the suspense behind Class 12th examinations finally coming to an end. The evaluation criteria is out and so is the date of the results. But, and there's a big but over there, not everybody seems to be happy with that. At the moment, there's mostly confusion, stress, some even talking about a disappointment. Why? Well, that's because of the criteria, which has a lot of focus on the students' past performance, not just in your previous Class 12 pre-boards or not just in Class 11th, but also Class 10th. All of that will have huge weightage on what you finally score in your Class 12th. So what exactly is the formula crafted by the CBSE? Let's put that out for you. About 40% of your marks will be based on Class 12th pre-boards, 30% on Class 11th final exams, and then 30% will be the best of 3 subjects put together that you scored in Class 10th. Now, this will be tabulated by what is now being called a moderation committee, set up in each school, which will have 2 senior-most teachers in the school and, if required, a 3rd expert as well to sort of do any grievance redressal over there. And the special instruction, and listen to this very carefully, that was spoken about in the Supreme Court was that there will be liberal marking to boost student confidence, students who have already had a rather rough and tough past year. Final results will be declared on the 31st of July. So this is where people stand at the moment. 31st of July is what you have to wait for. But on Twitter, there is a raging war going on between, is it fair, is it unfair? Why is your past performance determining what your future is going to be like? And that's what we're going to discuss on the program today. We've got lots of students, some happy, some not so much. We've got teachers and we've got career counselors as well. Thank you all so much for joining us. It's a good mix of bag over here. We have with us Niharika Sondhi. She is founder and eminent education consultant. We have Kavita, who is the principal of St. John's High School in Chandigarh. We have Dr. Ruchi Seth, again, principal of Lotus Valley International School in Noida. And then we have lots of students. Abhishek Chaube is with us from Kolkata. Let me come to you, Abhishek, first. Your thoughts? Is it fair, unfair, yay or nay? What is your calculation so far of the CBSE criteria?
Firstly, ma'am, I would like to say I really welcome this move of pricking the bubble, and we have got the final criteria. But then there's one important point which has to be highlighted. There is 30% weightage on the Class 10th board examination. Now, I have just one important point to raise in front of you today. The point is, the student, for example, if I talk about CBSE specifically, a student has studied science for the past so many years, like from 1 to 10th, he has studied science. Now, many students change their streams into commerce. For example, I have changed my stream into commerce. Now, why will I want me to get marked on the science course? Because this is really clear, like this doesn't need some exaggeration. We all know that if I have taken up commerce as a career, that means I have the finance sector as my future. Yes, I see the finance as my career. That's why I've taken up commerce.
Okay, fair point. A lot of people are talking about it, but the calculation says that the 3 of your highest scoring marks from Class 10 fully picked up. So I'm sure there's English, there's maths, there are other stuff as well, which all also contribute towards it. You're not very happy with that?
Ma'am, all I want is that, ma'am, for me, this might be helpful. Like, if I consider my Class 12th examinations, I was calculating this afternoon. So it is good for me. But today I'm here to represent the large crowd who is waiting for me to put forward their opinions. So, ma'am, not everyone is happy with that. Many students don't get above 90% or even 80%, 85%. Okay. So it's not fair for everyone. Like, Class 10 boards are good, but then it's not fair for everyone. Yeah.
All right. So let me also get in Sinchan Jha. Sinchan is a Class 12 student. She joins us from Mohali in Punjab. Your thoughts?
Firstly, I feel as if the government created a loop and then itself got stuck in it. The line of distinction that exists between the Indian education system and that of being followed by West and Europe is the liberal education policy. in layman's language, if I'm applying for journalism after class 12th, why is there a debate on how many marks I scored in science in class 10th? Considering the fact that my undergraduation, post-graduation subject is having no relation with that subject. Now, coming to my second argument, I feel as if the initial claims that have been made by the government are working in no coordination with their latest result. And it raises some very pretty important questions. For instance, the government claims to have a very stringent position and a very important stake with the practical education, and they validate this argument by introducing the policy of practical examination in schools. But when we look after this new result that they have given us, they're saying that they're not going to take into consideration the practical examinations of class 11th. Now, this actually provides us an inconsistency that exists in the staticness of the decision.
No, but how do you
that,
say not
the
practical
initial
examination? Because your final exams would be a tabulation of that, right? The final exam in
No,
class 11th, which will be calculated, will reflect those practicals, don't?
We feel as if, like, if we have studied for almost 2 months for a practical in Viva, and if we were prepared through the entire year, if we spent 2 to 3 hours each day to prepare a practical, so that we can get a specific set of 30 marks in practical in 11th, I think we need to give consideration to those.
Okay, I see a budding journalist there already, very fierceful in her opinions upon what she feels is right or wrong. Let me introduce the teachers at this point. I see Dr. Ruchi Sethi also, and Kavita also smiling at that one. Dr. Seth, to you first. There is a lot of onus on the tabulation over here. There is a lot of work to be done by schools as well. When you hear students saying not very happy with what's going on, how do you want to respond?
Okay, I'd just like to say, first of all, thank you for having me on this show, because I've also felt very strongly about certain issues, and we have, as principals, communicated it to the CBSE. But I'm a little surprised to see that students are not too happy with the inclusion of class 10 component, you know, the 30%. Whereas I think when students sit for a board exam, they really work hard. Right. And somewhere that counts. And what we are doing is we are actually taking 3 of the best subjects. So I think that's fair. But what's not fair, and the kind of feedback I've got from many students that I've been in touch with, is that the angst is focused on the class 11 component. That class 11 is, as they say, a chill year for them. Between 2 board years, that's the time when they just want to concentrate not so much on academics, but building a profile, building their resumes or their LORs, so to say, either for foreign universities, or if they're not focused on foreign universities, then at least take it easy for a while and participate in so many of those exciting activities that happen in the school all the time.
Absolutely.
So that's been a bit of a dampener, and everybody, parents and children, have been disappointed in the class 11 part.
Sure.
Class 12, and that's what we suggested. We, as a bunch of principals, suggested that we should take class 12. Most of us had finished with the practical exams, except for those students who towards the tail end of those exams had started getting absent because the second wave had started.
Yeah, the numbers went up that time.
Yeah, the numbers went up, people were sick, or the parents were scared to send their children. So now we are filling up that gap by continuing with those online practicals. So everybody had the practical component of 30 marks. And we thought another 40 marks of internal assessment, whether you take the pre-boards or midterms or UTs. Now, if you look at the year gone by, it was a long year for the students. So what happened was we managed to do not just 1 or 2 pre-boards, many of us did 3 pre-boards.
I understand what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. You're saying a lot of emphasis, time, effort, energy went into making those success, and then you don't see a greater weightage given to that altogether. I understand that, and especially your bit about class 11th being a chill year is something that a lot of people are talking about. Let me bring in Kavita Das also at this point. So what I'm understanding is that consistency is king, right? That's what CBSE is trying to tell you. That if you have been a good student in 10th, 11th, and even in 12th, you will be rewarded. That seems to be the messaging coming across, and that is exactly what students are not very happy with.
Let me begin by asking, am I audible?
Yes, you are. Please go ahead.
Okay. I think, if you were to look at the CBSE logic, it is exceedingly sound. They have understood that in class 12, everything was online. Now, some kids have access to online, some kids don't, especially in the rural areas. And so you're not always sure that children had a fair deal when it came to online, right? It's the marks don't always reflect a child's ability online. So they have given weightage to class 12, but they have taken into account the fact that class 11 was an offline exam. Now, the key to any results has to be the level of objectivity that is possible, right? So keeping all this in mind, class 11 is what they looked at as having been done offline, and therefore it was conducted along a board pattern. Therefore, the marks over there are reflective. And I think what kids are forgetting over here in their, anxiety is the moderation policy, which is also very much in place. So that even if, you haven't done that well, everybody across the board, after all, is facing the same problem. It's a national issue, right? All kids in class 11 have chilled. It's not only in one school. So they're all facing the same handicap. The thing is that the moderation will allow the marks to be brought
about that.
To
Not
levels
all
that are acceptable to children.
Let me just intervene and say, not all students, and I don't want to use words like nerds and enthus and all of that. I don't want to use that, but there are lots of students who are very, very academically driven, and they take class 11th as seriously, if not more. And
well,
so you can't, one size doesn't fit all over here. And I think I just want to make that correction.
I agree, but
Let me in fact bring in Ritika.
Look at your results. Can you ever have any kind of a combination that is going to say everything is equal and fair?
Well, that's true as well. That's true as well. Let me bring in Ritika at this point. And before I come to you, Ritika, online there has been so much of debate and some really funny memes that have come around. And we'll put that out for our viewers as well. Students have gone over their creative heads to try and point out that this is not fair, and it's coming out in different creative ways. Ritika, what is your thought? And I know you're not very happy with the scoring pattern and the criteria right now, but what is wrong according to you?
Ma'am, see, I am not against taking the 11th standard and 12th standard marks, of course, because 11th standard was offline for us. And now, if we see there are so many memes, it's obvious because, I have heard many people say, and there were many callers who said that 11th standard should not be considered because our kids were not serious enough and they were chilling the whole time. But now, come on, that's not CBSE's problem. That's our personal problem, right? Now, CBSE cannot do anything about it. And now, if I talk about myself, even my 11th standard results were not that great. My 10th standard and 12th standard results were absolutely fine. But now I can only make a general statement that why would CBSE intervene here? Why would CBSE say कि ठीक है तुमने पढ़ाई नहीं की अब हम ये तो तुम्हारे marks नहीं लेंगे? And then there will be a group of students who will say मेरा 10th अच्छा नहीं था, please consider 11th 12th. मेरा 11th अच्छा नहीं था, consider 10th 12th. So this you cannot satisfy everyone with this criteria. That's for sure. Because these were unusual times, right? And then I also have one point to raise. Okay. That because 10th standard and 11th standard, correct? These are two absolutely different. There's secondary and then there's senior secondary. So many students change their boards from ICSE to CBSE.
Correct.
So why should the CBSE board marks results get reflected by ICSE board results?
That's
so that no one expected that. The evaluating procedure and the syllabus, everything was totally different. So that's like mixing up two boards together. So I think the 12th standard practicals and all should have been given more weightage because these were considered offline in most of the schools. So I think this could have been a better one, but I guess 10th standard one is not so relatable, of course.
All right. So not everybody is going to be happy, but how do we take this in your strength? I just want to say at this point that there is a grievance redressal system as well. You can always apply to the board and say that you're not happy with the result, and you can sort of contest it as well if this is something that impacts you. So CBSE has left a lot of doors open for people who are unhappy to actually take this on board, just to be fair, because we don't have a representation from the board over here. But let me bring in, we have Tanushri, I'm told. Okay, Tanushree, your thoughts at this point on where this calculation mechanism is going, what is working, what is not working for you in this one?
Ma'am, I think there should be more weightage in class 12 marks evaluation process, and in 10 and 11 there should be a less marks. And second thing is that there are many students are not satisfied about this marks evaluation process, as because I'm the IAC student, they all are saying that they will take 6-year performance, past performance. So I think this is not fair with us.
Okay. Help me understand this. How different was your experience with ICSE and CBSE in terms of the board exams?
Ma'am, there is a difference between an IAC and CBSE. IAC is a something autonomous board, and CBSE is something is a government board. It's like a central government board.
No, in terms of a student experience, I'm asking.
Yeah, a student experience. In the student experience, I can say that usually students used to go and give their boards in IAC class 10, and they went to CBSE for, especially for the science students. They think that NCRTs and are more valuable for the NEET and JEE.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So like this, there can be a communication gap also in the making the results, because those students who were ICSE.
Let's not go there. I think that the mechanism, the tabulation criteria is out in the open. You can calculate and then you can match it with what the board has done. And then if you have a problem, you feel your calculation is not matching up, you can always write to the board and you can ask them to look into those results. So that's just anxiety that I'm hearing from students, frankly. Let me bring in Niharika on that point of anxiety really coming in. Niharika, I also want to sort of understand, you know, the past dominating your future, and also the fact that what you've done previously. And we've seen, we all have people around us who after the 10th board examination really took it upon themselves to get ready with what was going to come and change their patterns, change their style, and, you know, really bloom. And then came the pandemic and everything happened. So how is this, what can you tell us firstly, if I can ask you, to students like Tanushree who are very anxious at this point?
This is a very trying times. That's all I can say, and I can actually understand the anxiety that the students are going through, because we all have been waiting for this government's assessment criteria for a while now. All I can say is that yes, I agree with the principals when they say that you know, you're taking the best of the 3 subjects in class 10, which includes social sciences, English, math. So if a student is not good in sciences, they can take their social sciences, English and math, and so I think that is that's fair. My issue is class 11, which I again understand that that's the year when we talk about consistency. I think this is all throughout. I mean, if you look at the students, they only study for the boards. So where is the consistency? It's not that in your final class.
I think the relevance of the board comes into question altogether if you're going to tabulate marks based on how they performed earlier as well. But that's something I want the viewers to think about while I quickly slip into a break. We'll be back on the other side with more students and more questions coming up. Join us on FII. Welcome back. We're discussing the CBSE marks tabulation for class 12th criteria. ICSE is going to follow. Many states might do the same as well. So let's get in more students and get to understand their point of view. We're joined by Shivam Seth now. Shivam, your thoughts?
Yeah, first, thank you for having me here. And I feel this 30-30-40 formula is the best one which we could have under current circumstances. Because see, this formula, it is scientific, and the best minds of education in our country have come together. So it is not like it is just a random formula. It has been given great thought, and then they have come up with this. So I feel that this is the best way to move ahead.
Shivam, can I ask you, how much is your result coming to?
I haven't calculated yet, but in class 10, I got around 95%, and in class 10, I got something.
So I have to ask you, Shivam, that a lot of students seem to feel that the class 11th weightage of 30%, as much as you scored in class 10th, is a little unfair because everybody likes to take a year off, chill a little in class 11th. You think that's not the case?
No, because there are two types of people. Some may think that this is the break year between class 10 and class 12 board exams, so let me relax, go somewhere, take a break. But some people may think that class 11 and class 12 are the most crucial years of education, so let us give in and put all our effort in these 2 years. So there are always two sides to this kind of story.
All right, Shivam is what we call an ideal student. All mothers and teachers are going to be very happy listening to what he's saying right now. Clearly, Tanushri is not very pleased. But let me get in a word from Niharika again. Niharika, we were talking about the relevance of board exam then altogether, right? If you're going to base it on and tabulate it with how the kid has performed through the years, past 3 years at least, then what is the relevance of a class 12 board?
See, to be honest with you, this is the first time class 11 marks are taken into consideration. Right? I mean, so far it was just 10th and it was 12th. And even now, the students whom I have been interacting with have been closely, preparing themselves for the 12th boards. So for them, this is quite a shocker. Because I agree with the principals, class 11 students do not take. I mean, Shivam is a very exceptional student, but many students do not take class 11 very seriously. They like to indulge in various co-curricular activities. They like to explore, experiment. So this is the time when they're not really giving their 100% best in their academics. So I just feel that the government could have reduced that from 30% to maybe something like 20%, because consistency is something that we are not used to. Let's be honest. We've been taught to just study for the boards. So this is like a new norm for these kids. And of course, I'm sure many students are very, very disappointed with this. And when it comes to class 12, I mean,
I'm sorry to intervene because I'm told I'm completely out of time, but I love what you said over there, that students are prepared. And in India, we prepare students only for the boards. And then suddenly they get to know that 11th also will be calculated. I think it's shock more than anything else that has really taken the students by. But remember, like I said, there is a grievance redressal system and you can take these examinations later on as well. Let's wait for a detailed order to come in. That's all we have for you on FYI. Thanks so much for watching.